box.
So hard. Oh.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Dan Hendriksen here. Got a little video for you today. A new series that I've put together which is called Real Golf. Now, the idea of this series is that we share with you some coaching tips or highlight some situations that we find ourselves in on the golf course during our course vlogs. Maybe there's a few things that we can get from the players that play the shots. Some ideas on how they've played it, what they were thinking at the time, maybe what they learnt from their experience on the golf course themselves. So I've got a little video today which is showcasing us at Centurion Club, and it's of Leicester hitting a certain putt on one of the holes there. Really quick greens out on that golf course, and then Stepanie Kyriacou, who shared with us her thoughts on his putt. So let's go and have a little chat with Steph and see what she thinks about his putt. Bernie's having a little emotional breakdown here. When the greens get this quick, what are you kind of thinking?
Yeah, I just think of what point I need to get it to. So I just need to get it to about here.
Okay, so you're looking to a point, like an aim point, to kill it to that point and then let it move on the slope from there?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Big swing. Getting it to that point there, and now letting it move on the slope, look, Bernie. So, I mean, that's...
I get it now.
Do you get it now? Have you worked it out?
I think I've got it. Wait, watch this, everyone.
Here he goes.
So I'm going to aim to a point here.
Aim point.
Just here, and I'm going to let it die down.
But it's
hole.
not firm and straight to that
No,
point, all right? Just let it hit the slope and let it move.
So what you do is you get your little aim point.
Yeah.
Just put it to that, like that.
Yeah.
And just let it die down like that.
Look at him go.
There you go.
There you go. I mean, it's a talent to leave that short, to be fair, but that was really... So after re-watching that video now, just give us a little bit of feedback on the situation that was kind of in front of you there.
Yeah, so the situation was, it was one of the harder holes on the golf course. We were in for 2 pars, so I think yourself and Steph both
Steph
had
was
pars.
in close. She was already there close in with a birdie putt.
With a birdie
so...
putt. You'd made a par, so
yeah.
Generally I was going to have to make birdie to actually contribute to the team on that particular hole because we weren't playing individual. So I was thinking I need to hold this putt,
yeah,
or at least give it a chance to get it to the hole.
That makes sense, yeah.
To make a 3. 4 was going to be no good because she was going to make a 4.
Yeah.
At worst.
So what she was kind of trying to explain, what I took from that, was that she obviously had a breaking point.
Yeah.
So an aim position, she was aiming to a point and then letting it move off of that point. So
correct.
In some ways, she almost made it a 2 putt, as in 2 points to the putt.
Yeah, it was almost, like you said, 2 points to the putt where you had to get a sort of a tick on both boxes or both points to actually make the putt.
Yeah.
It's something that we know about. Actually, it wasn't a new new idea or a new thought, but it's something that I've forgotten and something I don't do enough now, and I should be doing it. Because it's easy, isn't it? I mean, you get into a round of golf, you're just playing your own game, and then you're in autopilot. Yeah, I mean, correct. I mean, I'm not a massively technical person. Yeah. I was never one when I started to use numbers, etc. It was more feels when I played. But because I'm trying to improve or trying to get back to a level I was at when I was younger and putting more time, effort and practice in, I need to now be more technical and start to actually, rather than playing on autopilot, we need to start thinking about these sort of scenarios and you know, what she said really sort of hit the nail on the head for what I need to be doing on certain putts.
And just reconfirm things that you already know anyway, but just things that you've let go, I suppose. Yeah,
100%. It won't be new to a lot of people what we're doing now or what we're talking about, but a lot of people probably won't be using it anymore.
No. Okay, so we were out on the 14th green here at Torquay, which is a very slopey green, and it's it's probably the quickest point here, isn't it? So we're working our way down to that hole.
I mean, we have had a bit of rain overnight and during the morning, so the green, although it's reasonably quick, isn't what it would have been last week when we had no rain for sort of 3-4 weeks.
So just show me what you're going to be thinking of. I mean, we've popped a tee in the ground over there for someone to have a little think about, you know, as a visual.
So yeah, so if I'm faced with this particular putt in a competition, you know, obviously you're trying to hole putts. That's the main aim of the game, isn't it, when you're on the green? But a putt like this, which is going to have sort of 7-8 foot of break, a 2-putt is good, really. I'm out of position with my tee shot. I've gone past the hole.
Yeah.
You'd want to be down low, really, giving yourself the best opportunity to make a putt.
Absolutely.
But here I want 2 putts and get off the green, really.
So what are you thinking here? You've popped a tee in the ground there, so...
I think it's going to break from sort of in here. As soon as it loses any speed, it's going down here. So I don't really want to be starting it here and then getting it coming down here, because there's another ridge here. So you could easily, when it gets a little bit quicker, is hit it down here.
Yeah, you could
which
be
would
off
be
the
disastrous.
green before you know it. Yeah, absolutely.
In an ideal world, I'd want to get it to sort of in this area, past the hole.
Yeah.
But the very least, if I get it in sort of inside that, sort of imagine a tram line sort of 2 foot either side, then I'd be very happy with that.
Okay, so this is your point, isn't it? So you're trying to get it to just almost putt it to that point. So imagine there's a hole there, that you're trying to hole it into that point, and then let it just naturally move on the gravity. Let that pull it down towards the hole. Yeah,
I think so as well. I mean, that gives, where I've put that point there, it gives you a bit of a margin of error as well. I mean, if I hit it slightly high of that point, or slightly low within maybe a cup, then it should still be, if I get the pace correct, it should still get me within sort of gimme range.
Okay, let's have a little look then, Bernie.
Okay.
Show us how it's done. Show us what you've learned.
I mean, a good putt would actually hit that marker, wouldn't it?
A good putt would hit that marker, and then it would just ricochet off and into the hole.
So we're going to try and start it at that point.
Pretty much hit your spot, and then work down there.
Sort of take that, wouldn't you? Maybe a little bit firm at that, but...
Yeah, I mean, you kind of, if anything, you just came on the inside of that, but I don't think you'd have been too far away if you'd gone outside of it or pretty much over it.
I mean, I was really there focusing. I wasn't even looking at the hole. I was completely sort of fixated on that tee rather than looking at the hole. I knew if I get it to that point at a decent pace, it was going to be near the hole.
So a good point for this is to actually walk the putt, isn't it?
Oh, 100%.
Walk down, maybe walk below the hole over in this sort of corner over here, just to get a bit of an idea on what you're trying to do.
I mean, when I used to teach golf, I'd take people on the golf course and they'd be in a position like this. They'd hit the putt and then say, "Oh, I didn't realise it was so downhill." Well, I mean, surely you'd go down if you're playing a tournament, or you'd go and have a look at the hole, try and get an idea of what it's going to do, sort of almost survey the green from lots of different angles.
So a good thing is, again, is to walk to the actual point of where you're trying to get it to, and then try and read the putt from there,
from here,
isn't it?
of course, to
try and see what it's actually going to do once it hits that point and how it's going to work down towards the hole.
It's almost like you've read the putt to here, so you know that it's going to break slightly from this side into here, and then from here you want to read the putt that it goes slightly from the left, so then you get an idea of the total putt, and then try and put the two pieces together.
Yeah. So I think that's some good information. Obviously, it's not very often that we get to have a chat with European tour players, and so obviously to get what Steph was talking about there was good information.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say 100%. If you're playing with better golfers or players who are particularly strong in a particular area, ask them questions. But people love talking about themselves. I mean, we do.
You do.
So ask them questions. Ask them what they're doing, what their feels are, even technically what they're doing, because you'll gain so much information that we could all use and make you a better player.
So there you go, there's a little insight into what we both have learned from what Steph was telling us. Like I said earlier to Lester, it's not very often that you get to chat with European tour players like we did with Steph that day on our Pro-Am at the Centurion Club, but grab as much information as you possibly can, and that goes for the top players at your club. Have a chat with them. If you find someone who's a good putter, have a chat with them. Get the ideas of what they think when they're out on the golf course. But I'd like to know what you do in that situation. Please put your comments down below. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you are new to the channel as well, we've got lots of course vlogs out there, and we're going to be doing lots of videos like this one based on the situations that we get when we're out playing golf. We'll see you all again very soon.
Get it. Get it.
I can't believe it.